No baths, an open-door policy, Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher caught flack for the unusual ways they raise their children, but there's more to the couple than their hygiene habits. Mila Kunis was just 14 years old when she won the role of Jackie Burkhart on That 70s Show, which originally aired from 1998 to 2006. Meanwhile, Ashton Kutcher, who played Michael Kelso on the show, was 20 when the series started airing, making for a rather awkward first kiss between the star and his future wife. Jackie and Kelso first kissed in the 5th episode of the first season of That 70s Show, with the fated moment airing on September 27, 1998. Although Kunis looked a lot older than she really was and lied that she was 18 to get the job, there's no escaping the fact that a 20-year-old Kutcher had to kiss his much younger co-star on screen, which must have been very strange. During an appearance on The Howard Stern Show in June 2017, Kutcher addressed the fact that he had to make out with Kunis when she was just a young teenager, and he doesn't have fond memories of the moment. He told the host, "It was really weird. I was like, isn't this illegal?" He also revealed that there was no chemistry between the pair whatsoever during the early days of filming That 70s Show, saying, "She was like my little sister." Years after the series wrapped, Kutcher and Kunis developed feelings for one another, but their first kiss remains a slightly creepy moment in television history. While Kutcher and Kunis' on-screen characters dated in That 70s Show, there was apparently no love lost between the actors off-screen. Following the real-life couple's engagement in February 2014, some sources spoke to Radar and claimed that the pair weren't friends during the filming of their hit sitcom. In fact, they were rumored to have hated each other so much back then that people close to them were purportedly surprised by their plans to tie the knot. One source said, "Everyone's amazed at how different Ashton and Mila are together from when they were younger. It's such a total change, and now they're a match made in heaven." During an appearance on The Howard Stern Show in 2016, Kunis opened up about working with her future spouse on That 70s Show. She told Stern, "For 8 years, we played boyfriend and girlfriend, and for 8 years, our couple was on or off. Whatever, there was no romance between us as two human beings."
And yet, it wasn't a romantic relationship ever, right?
While it's hard to believe that Kunis and Kutcher worked together for so many years without a shred of romance occurring, it's clear their love for one another blossomed later on. After having an awkward first kiss on That 70s Show, Kunis and Kutcher remained friends, but their platonic relationship wasn't always easy. During a 2016 interview with Glamour, Kunis revealed, "We went through a period where I thought he was crazy. At the height of his career, I was like, ugh, I don't like you. I don't even know you anymore. You think you're such hot shit." As a result, there were apparently periods of time during which the two weren't all that friendly with each other. Kunis told Glamour, "Full friendship breakups, and then we'd get back together and be like, oh sorry, I didn't mean to overreact. That's okay, all the time." Still, Kunis seems to look back on her enduring friendship with Kutcher as one of the reasons that their marriage works so well. Having built strong foundations on a platonic level, she revealed that their romantic relationship feels like being betrothed to her bestie. Having known each other for 25 years, Kunis and Kutcher have experienced so many important moments in their lives together, first as colleagues, then as friends, and finally as spouses. As a result, even the difficulties they may have dealt with in their friendship have ultimately contributed to their longevity as a couple. Having known each other since the late 90s, Kutcher and Kunis were firmly in the friend zone until Kunis started to see her former co-star in a totally new light. However, Kutcher apparently took a little longer to realize that there may be something romantic between him and his future wife. During an appearance on WTF with Marc Maron, Kunis explained how she first felt an attraction to her future hubby at an awards show, without realizing it was him. Having noticed the back of a tall, handsome suitor, she explained, "I was literally like, ooh, he's kind of hot. And then he turned around and I was like, oh my god, it's Kutch." He subsequently invited her to a party at his house, but as Kunis revealed on The Late Late Show with James Corden, he wasn't trying to hit on her. She told Corden, "I found out later in life that my husband was trying to set me up on a blind date with one of his friends that night. So he was like, come over, and he had a friend he wanted to set me up with."
And that didn't happen.
Instead, the pair realized that they were attracted to one another. In November 2011, it was announced that Kutcher and his then-wife Demi Moore had split. Although their divorce wasn't finalized until November 2013, Kutcher and Kunis were first linked in early 2012, after reconnecting at the Golden Globes in January. During an appearance on The Howard Stern Show, Kutcher elaborated on how his friendship with Kunis turned into something more during a party at his house, saying, I was smoking cigarettes at the time, and I was still a smoker, and she had quit smoking, and she wanted me to like shotgun cigarette smoke so she could breathe it in. And I was like, well, all right. Kunis' suggestive request made it clear that there was definitely some chemistry between the former co-stars. As the night progressed, they apparently got much closer to one another, which presumably ended with them kissing. Kutcher told Stern, "I think it was pretty mutual. It was kind of obvious that things were happening." As is often the case in Hollywood, Kutcher and Kunis ended up starring in 2 separate films that each shared almost identical plots. Kutcher co-starred with Natalie Portman in 2011's No Strings Attached, a rom-com in which 2 people agree to enter into a purely physical relationship without complicating matters with romance. Meanwhile, Kunis co-starred with Justin Timberlake in 2011's Friends with Benefits, a rom-com about 2 people who believe they can have a fun, solely sexual relationship without getting emotionally involved. At the beginning of 2012, Kutcher and Kunis would strike up a similar arrangement in real life, and the irony is not lost on them.
And if we would have just paid attention to how those movies turned out, we would know that we can't go into a relationship this way.
During an interview with Vanity Fair, Kutcher reflected on their competing movies, saying, "The irony of this whole thing, while I was making No Strings Attached, my wife was making a movie called Friends with Benefits. It's the exact same plot. We were both making virtually the same movie. And the way we ended up together was very much a Friends with Benefits, No Strings Attached relationship that became something more than that." After striking up the Friends with Benefits arrangement in early 2012, Kunis soon realized that she was developing feelings for Kutcher. Speaking on the WTF with Marc Maron podcast, Kunis explained, "I was like, you know what? I actually care about you. I don't want to mess anything up, so I'm just going to walk away before it becomes too much." And he was like, "Got it." However, the couple didn't have a clean break. Instead, it transpired that Kutcher had also caught feelings. As Kunis revealed, the next day he showed up to my house and he was like, "Move in with me." And I said, "Okay." Having reconnected in January 2012, Kunis and Kutcher reportedly started living together in April, and by July, their alleged cohabitation was hitting the press.
Like, we literally shook hands. We're like, we're gonna have fun because we're both single and young. 3 months later, we're living together.
But considering the fact that the 2 actors first met in 1998 while filming that 70s show, the pace of their relationship isn't entirely surprising. News of Kutcher and Kunis' engagement broke in February 2014, and the couple welcomed their first child, daughter Wyatt, 8 months later. The actors tied the knot on July 4th, 2015, but according to Kunis, their honeymoon was less than ideal. After buying an RV for her husband, Kunis soon found herself on vacation with Kutcher, their baby daughter, and her husband's parents. Kunis told Jimmy Fallon, "So we're in our, little tin can on wheels, and my in-laws are in what my husband coined as, the Taj Mahal of RVs.
It is like a double pop-out. It's got jacuzzis, everything."
From there, the honeymoon simply got worse. 8 hours into the trip, their air conditioner broke in Bakersfield in 110-degree weather. The following day, Kutcher and Kunis got stuck on a mountain road that had been impacted by flooding. Finally, they arrived at an RV park picked out by Kutcher's mom, but it wasn't the idyllic location they'd all hoped. It was an RV park, an hour outside of Napa in a town with 2 prisons.
My husband looked at me and goes, I quit. And I was like, me too.
After welcoming their daughter Wyatt in October 2014, Kutcher and Kunis expanded their family once again when son Dimitri was born on November 30th, 2016. The couple has regularly opened up about raising their children during interviews, and it's clear that their 2 kids are their priority. But when it comes to their home life, Kunis has implemented some unexpected rules she never expected. During an interview with E! News, Kunis dished that there is a strict open-door policy in their house, and that goes for every single room in their home. She told the publication, "That includes the bathroom. It's just one of those where, for better or for worse, as a family, we have all kind of embodied bodily function as a very standard norm." As well as having an open-door policy in their house, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis have unusual opinions about when their children need to wash. During an appearance on Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast in July 2021, Kunis got candid about their home life, saying, "I didn't wash my children every day. I wasn't the parent that bathed my newborns, ever."
Oh my God, what?
It's water.
You're putting water on the children?
When Shepard confirmed that he's also not that bothered about whether his children wash every day or not, Kunis responded, "That's how we feel about our children. We're like, oof, something smells. Here's the thing. If you can see the dirt on them, clean them. Otherwise, there's no point." If fans are wondering why the couple has implemented this lax approach to their children's hygiene, it may stem from Kunis' own childhood. She said on the podcast, "I didn't have hot water growing up as a child, so I didn't shower very much anyway." Having known each other for more than 2 decades, Kutcher and Kunis know each other better than most spouses know their partners. As a result, it's apparently impossible to keep secrets from one another, as they can instantly sense when the other person is being untruthful. During her 2016 interview with Glamour, Kunis explained, "We can't bullshit each other. I literally can't lie to him. He can call me out on everything, and I can do the same because there's nothing about the other person's face that we don't know." Having starred opposite one another on a hit TV show, Kunis and Kutcher can also sense when the other person is pretending. She told Glamour, "We know when they're acting, thus we know when they're lying. Sometimes he'll look at me, be like, 'Really?' And I'm like, 'F***.'" Not many couples have had the unique experience of acting opposite their spouse for a long period of time. Kunis and Kutcher have also been in one another's lives since the late 90s, so they've seen one another evolve over time. Kunis told Glamour, "There's nothing we don't know about each other because we've known each other for so long. The ugly, the bad, the good."